In the heart of a bustling city, there lived a humble stonecutter named Hero. Day in and day out, he chiseled away at blocks of rough stone, his hands weathered and his brow furrowed with determination. Despite his skill and dedication, Hero often felt a yearning deep within his soul, a longing for something greater than the work that consumed his days. He yearned for enlightenment, for a deeper understanding of the world around him and his place within it. One day, as he toiled under the scorching sun, Hero heard whispers of a wise sage who dwelled atop a distant mountain, said to possess the secrets of enlightenment itself. Determined to uncover the truth, Hero set out on a journey of discovery, leaving behind the familiar streets of the city for the unknown path that lay ahead. For days he traveled, his footsteps guided by nothing but the whispers of the wind and the beating of his own heart. Through valleys and across rivers, over rugged terrain and beneath starlit skies, Hero pressed on, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge and understanding. Finally, he reached the foot of the mountain, its majestic peak looming high above the clouds. With each step he climbed, Hero felt a sense of anticipation building within him, as if he were on the verge of uncovering the answers he had long sought. At last, he reached the summit, where the wise sage awaited him, seated cross-legged beneath the shade of a towering oak. With a knowing smile, the sage welcomed Hero and invited him to sit beside him. For hours they spoke, the sage sharing tales of enlightenment and wisdom that transcended the boundaries of time and space. And as the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Hero felt a profound sense of peace wash over him, as if he had finally found the answers he had been searching for all along. But as dawn broke and the first light of day cast its golden glow upon the mountain, Hero realized that enlightenment was not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be embraced. It was not the summit of the mountain or the words of the sage that held the key to true understanding, but the journey itself, the trials and tribulations, the joys and sorrows, that shaped him into the person he was meant to be. With a grateful heart, Hero bowed to the sage and began his descent down the mountain, his spirit alight with newfound clarity and purpose. And as he returned to the city, he carried with him the knowledge that enlightenment was not something to be found in the distant reaches of the world, but within the depths of his own soul. In the heart of a bustling city, amidst the cacophony of life, there lived a young man named Kai. He was adrift in the currents of existence, seeking purpose amidst the chaos. Day after day, he would weave through the streets, his mind tangled with worries and uncertainties. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Kai stumbled upon a serene garden tucked away from the noise of the city. Drawn by an unseen force, he ventured inside. There, under the shade of a mighty oak tree, sat an old monk, his face etched with the wisdom of ages. "Welcome, young traveler," the monk greeted, his voice as gentle as a breeze. "What brings you to this sacred sanctuary?" Kai poured out his heart to the monk, his frustrations, and his longing for meaning. The monk listened patiently, his eyes twinkling with understanding. "Ah, the journey of self-discovery," the monk mused. "It is like tending to a garden within. Each thought, each action, is a seed planted in the soil of your soul." With a knowing smile, the monk handed Kai a small pot and a packet of seeds. "Plant these seeds," he instructed, "and tend to them with care. Through nurturing them, you shall discover the essence of your being." Intrigued, Kai returned home and began his quest for self-actualization. He planted the seeds in the fertile soil of his spirit, watering them with diligence and patience. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, as Kai watched with wonder as the seeds began to sprout, their delicate shoots reaching for the sun. With each new leaf that unfurled, Kai felt a sense of purpose blossoming within him. He embraced the challenges that came his way, knowing that they were but opportunities for growth. Slowly but surely, he shed the shackles of doubt and fear, emerging as the person he was always meant to be. And so, as the seasons changed and the years passed, Kai stood tall like the oak tree in the monk's garden, his spirit as resilient as its branches. for he had learned the greatest lesson of all, that true motivation comes from within, and that the journey to self-actualization is a path of endless possibility. In the end, Kai realized that he was not merely a gardener, but the garden itself, a vast expanse of potential waiting to be explored. And as he gazed upon the lotus blooming within, he knew that his journey had only just begun. In the heart of a bustling city, there existed a small garden known for its exquisite beauty and tranquil atmosphere. It was tended to by a wise gardener named Emei, whose hands possessed the gentle touch of harmony. One day, a weary traveler stumbled upon the garden, seeking respite from the chaos of the world outside. Entranced by the serenity that enveloped the space, the traveler approached Emei with a question burning in their soul. "Master Emei," the traveler began, "how do you cultivate such harmony in this bustling city?" Emei smiled, her eyes sparkling with ancient wisdom. "Harmony, my dear friend, is not merely the absence of discord, but the presence of balance and unity." With that, Emei guided the traveler through the garden, pointing out the delicate interplay of elements, the dance of sunlight and shadow, the symphony of colors and fragrances, the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. As they strolled along the winding paths, Emei shared stories of the garden's creation, of how each plant and stone had been carefully selected to complement one another, creating a tapestry of harmony that resonated with the soul. In the garden, Emei explained, each element exists in perfect balance, neither dominating nor submitting to the other. It is this harmony that nourishes the spirit and soothes the mind. Inspired by Mei's words, the traveler began to see their own life through the lens of the garden. They realized that harmony was not something to be sought after externally, but a state of being that could be cultivated from within. With newfound determination, the traveler set out on a journey of self-discovery, seeking to bring balance and unity to every aspect of their life. They embraced their strengths and weaknesses alike, finding beauty in the imperfections that made them whole. And as they walked the path of harmony, guided by the wisdom of Emei and the serenity of the garden, the traveler discovered a sense of peace and contentment that had long eluded them. For in the harmony of the garden, they had found the key to unlocking the true potential of their soul, a harmony that resonated not only within themselves but radiated outwards, touching the lives of all who crossed their path. In the heart of a rugged mountain range, there lived a young man named Kai. He was known throughout the land for his adventurous spirit and unwavering determination. Yet, despite his many feats, Kai found himself facing his greatest challenge yet, a treacherous peak known as Mount Serenity. Legend had it that atop Mount Serenity lay a hidden temple, home to the ancient masters who held the secrets of inner peace and enlightenment. Determined to unlock the wisdom of the mountains, Kai embarked on a perilous journey, his heart ablaze with determination. As Kai ascended the steep slopes of Mount Serenity, he encountered obstacles at every turn: rock slides, icy cliffs, and fierce winds that threatened to push him off course. Yet, with each setback, Kai summoned his inner strength and pressed onward, fueled by the promise of discovery that lay beyond the summit. Days turned into weeks as Kai ventured deeper into the heart of the mountain, his resolve unwavering despite the challenges that lay ahead. Along the way, he encountered wise sages and humble hermits, each offering guidance and encouragement on his quest for enlightenment. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Kai reached the summit of Mount Serenity. As he stood atop the peak, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, he felt a sense of peace wash over him, a deep knowing that he had found what he had been searching for all along. In that moment of clarity, Kai realized that the true challenge lay not in conquering the mountain, but in conquering the doubts and fears that had held him back. With a newfound sense of purpose, he descended from the summit, carrying with him the wisdom of the mountains and a renewed sense of inner peace. And so, as Kai returned to the world below, he walked with a lightness in his step and a smile upon his face, knowing that no matter what obstacles may lie ahead, he had the strength and resilience to overcome them, guided by the lessons he had learned upon the heights of Mount Serenity. In a quaint village nestled among rolling hills, there lived a skilled potter named Kato. Renowned for his craftsmanship, Kato's humble workshop was a sanctuary of creativity and resilience. One crisp autumn day, tragedy struck the village as a devastating fire ravaged through, leaving homes and livelihoods in ashes. Kato's workshop was not spared, his cherished skill and countless creations reduced to nothing but rubble. Devastated yet undeterred, Kato stood amidst the ruins of his workshop, his heart heavy with sorrow but his spirit unbroken. With a steely determination, he vowed to rebuild what the flames had stolen from him. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months as Kato toiled tirelessly, gathering clay from the riverbanks and salvaging what little remained of his tools. With each passing day, his hands grew calloused, but his resolve only strengthened. Despite the doubts of others and the countless setbacks he faced, Kato pressed on, fueled by a fierce determination to reclaim his passion and rebuild his life from the ashes. Finally, after months of relentless effort, Kato's workshop rose from the ashes, more beautiful and resilient than ever before. With each piece he crafted, Kato poured his heart and soul into his work, infusing every creation with a sense of perseverance and hope. Word of Kato's resilience spread far and wide, inspiring all who heard his story to persevere in the face of adversity and never lose sight of their dreams. And as the seasons turned and the village flourished once more, Kato's workshop stood as a testament to the power of resilience, reminding all who passed by that even in the darkest of times, hope and determination can light the way forward. In a bustling city filled with the chaos of everyday life, there lived a young woman named Emi. Despite her best efforts, Emi often found herself overwhelmed by the demands of the world around her. Seeking guidance, she turned to an ancient Zen master known as Sensei Ren. Sensei Ren, Emi implored, "How can I navigate the complexities of life and find true fulfillment?" Sensei Ren regarded Emi with a serene smile, motioning for her to join him by the tranquil pond in the heart of the city. As they sat in silence, watching the ripples dance across the water's surface, Sensei Ren began to speak. "Emi, within the depths of your being lies the power to shape your reality," he explained. "Just as a pebble creates ripples in a pond, your thoughts and intentions send out vibrations into the universe." Emi listened intently, captivated by Sensei Ren's words. "The law of attraction states that like attracts like," Sensei Ren continued. "If you focus your thoughts on positivity and abundance, you will attract positivity and abundance into your life." Inspired by Sensei Ren's teachings, Emi embarked on a journey of self-discovery, learning to harness the power of her thoughts and intentions. With each passing day, she cultivated a mindset of gratitude and abundance, knowing that her thoughts held the key to shaping her reality. As Emi embraced the law of attraction, she began to notice subtle shifts in her life. Opportunities seemed to present themselves with greater frequency, and she found herself surrounded by people who uplifted and inspired her. But it was not just Emi's own life that was transformed. Through her newfound positivity and radiance, she became a beacon of light for those around her. Her friends and family noticed the change in her energy and were drawn to her warmth and authenticity. And so, like the ripples that emanated from a pebble cast into a pond, Emi's positive energy rippled outwards, touching the lives of all those she encountered. From that day forward, Emi lived each moment with intention, knowing that her thoughts and intentions held the power to shape her reality. And as she continued on her journey, she carried with her the timeless wisdom of the law of attraction, a reminder to focus on positivity and abundance, and to watch as the universe conspired to bring her dreams to life. In a serene village nestled between lush green hills, there lived a young farmer named Koji. Despite his diligent efforts, his crops often withered under the harsh sun, leaving him disheartened and weary. One evening, as he gazed upon his barren fields, an old monk named Takashi appeared before him. "Koji," Takashi said, his voice gentle yet firm, "I sense your despair. But within every setback lies the seed of courage. Embrace it, and you shall flourish." Koji sighed, his shoulders heavy with defeat. But how can I find courage when all I see are failures? Takashi smiled knowingly. Listen closely, for I shall share with you a tale of the bamboo. Long ago, there was a bamboo farmer named Hiro. He planted bamboo seeds with great care, but for years, he saw no signs of growth. Disheartened, he contemplated giving up, yet he persisted, nurturing the soil with patience and unwavering faith. Years passed, and still, nothing emerged from the ground, but Hiro refused to surrender to despair. He continued to water the earth, tending to it with love and dedication. Then, one miraculous day, tiny shoots broke through the soil. With each passing day, they soared towards the sky, growing taller and stronger than any other plant. Hiro's perseverance had finally borne fruit, as his bamboo stood tall and proud, a testament to his unwavering spirit. Like Hiro, you must nurture the seed of courage within you, Takashi said, his words echoing in Koji's heart. Despite the storms of doubt and the drought of setbacks, trust in your ability to persevere. For every trial you face, remember that within it lies the opportunity for growth. Inspired by Takashi's words, Koji returned to his fields with renewed vigor. With each sunrise, he toiled tirelessly, tending to his crops with love and dedication. And as the seasons changed, so did his fortunes. One day, as the first hints of green peeked through the earth, Koji knew that his efforts had not been in vain. His fields flourished, teeming with life and abundance. And in that moment, he realized that true courage lay not in the absence of fear, but in the unwavering determination to rise above it. From that day forth, Koji embraced every challenge as an opportunity for growth, knowing that within him burned the eternal flame of courage. In a quaint village nestled amidst serene mountains, there lived a young man named Kenji. Despite his potential, Kenji often found himself plagued by laziness, unable to muster the motivation to pursue his dreams. One day, as Kenji sat beneath the shade of a towering oak tree, pondering his lack of ambition, he heard a gentle voice behind him. Turning, he saw an elderly monk named Sensei Kato, known throughout the village for his wisdom and insight. "Kenji," Sensei Kato said, his eyes sparkling with kindness, "why do you allow laziness to hold you back from reaching your full potential?" Kenji lowered his gaze, feeling a pang of shame at the monk's words. "I wish I knew, Sensei," he replied softly. "I want to achieve great things, but I struggle to find the motivation to even take the first step." Sensei Kato nodded knowingly, settling himself beside Kenji beneath the oak tree. "Laziness is like a fire that burns within us," he began. "It can either consume us, leaving us stagnant and unfulfilled, or it can ignite our passion and drive us toward greatness." Kenji listened intently as Sensei Kato continued. "Within you lies the power to fuel the fire of ambition," Sensei Kato said. "But first, you must stoke the flames with purpose and determination." Inspired by Sensei Kato's words, Kenji embarked on a journey of self-discovery, determined to overcome his laziness and unlock his true potential. With each passing day, he found the courage to take small steps toward his goals, refusing to let laziness hold him back any longer. As Kenji cultivated a mindset of discipline and perseverance, he began to notice a shift within himself. And so, as the seasons changed and the oak tree shed its leaves in the crisp autumn breeze, Kenji stood tall, a testament to the power of determination and resilience. From that day forward, Kenji lived each moment with purpose and intention, knowing that the fire within him could light the path to his dreams. And as he continued on his journey, he carried with him the timeless wisdom of Sensei Kato, a reminder to stoke the flames of ambition and never let laziness extinguish the fire within. In a quaint village nestled amidst rolling hills, there lived a young man named Drew. Despite his diligence, Drew often felt inadequate compared to his peers. He yearned to discover his true worth and unlock his full potential. One day, Drew sought the guidance of an esteemed Zen master known as Sensei Hiroshi. Sitting beneath the shade of a towering bamboo tree, Ru poured out his heart, expressing his doubts and insecurities. Sensei Hiroshi listened attentively, his wise eyes filled with compassion. "Ru, do you see this bamboo tree?" he asked, gesturing toward the tall stalk swaying gently in the breeze. "Yes, Sensei," Ru replied, perplexed by the sudden change in topic. "Bamboo possesses a remarkable quality," Sensei Hiroshi explained. "Despite its slender appearance, bamboo is incredibly resilient. It bends but never breaks, even in the face of the strongest winds." Ru nodded, intrigued by Sensei Hiroshi's words. "Just like bamboo, your true worth lies in your resilience," Sensei Hiroshi continued. "Life may test you with challenges and hardships, but it is your ability to persevere that defines your worth." Inspired by Sensei Hiroshi's wisdom, Ru embarked on a journey of self-discovery. With each obstacle he faced, he remembered the bamboo's resilience, bending but never breaking. Over time, Ru began to see his true worth emerge. He discovered strength in adversity, courage in uncertainty, and wisdom in every experience. No longer did he compare himself to others, for he understood that his worth was unique and irreplaceable. As the seasons changed and the bamboo swayed in the wind, Ru stood tall, embracing his newfound resilience. With a heart filled with gratitude, he thanked Sensei Hiroshi for guiding him towards self-discovery and empowering him to embrace his true worth. From that day forward, Ru walked with confidence, knowing that no matter what life threw his way, he possessed the resilience to overcome any obstacle. And as he continued on his journey, he carried with him the timeless wisdom of the bamboo, a reminder to always bend but never break. In a bustling metropolis, there lived a woman named Maya. Despite her outward success and achievements, Maya felt a persistent restlessness stirring within her soul. She longed for a sense of fulfillment that eluded her grasp, despite her relentless pursuit of worldly pursuits. One day, Maya stumbled upon a small bookstore tucked away in a quiet corner of the city. Intrigued by the serene atmosphere and the promise of ancient wisdom contained within its walls, she ventured inside and discovered a collection of books on Zen philosophy and self-discovery. As Maya delved into the teachings of Zen, she found herself drawn to the idea of inner liberation, the notion that true fulfillment could only be found by looking within oneself, rather than seeking validation from external sources. Determined to embark on a journey of self-discovery, Maya began to explore various practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection. With each passing day, she peeled back the layers of conditioning and societal expectations that had shaped her identity, revealing the true essence of her being underneath. Along the way, Maya encountered challenges and obstacles that tested her resolve and doubts, fears, and insecurities that threatened to derail her quest for liberation. But with each setback, she found strength in the teachings of Zen, drawing upon the wisdom of sages who had walked the path before her. As Maya delved deeper into her innermost thoughts and emotions, she began to uncover a sense of peace and contentment that had long eluded her. She learned to embrace the present moment with open arms, finding joy and fulfillment in the simple pleasures of life: a warm cup of tea, a quiet moment of solitude, the laughter of loved ones. One day, as Maya sat in quiet contemplation beneath the shade of a towering tree in a tranquil park, she experienced a moment of profound clarity. Like a veil being lifted from her eyes, she saw the world with fresh eyes, liberated from the shackles of expectation and desire that had once held her captive. With a serene smile, Maya realized that true liberation lay not in the pursuit of external validation or material wealth, but in the cultivation of inner peace and contentment. And as she continued on her journey within, Maya discovered that the greatest treasure of all was the wisdom and insight that came from embracing the truth of who she truly was.